China's ambassador to Britain has warned relations between both countries could be damaged after the UK's new Prime Minister, Theresa May, decided to delay on building a new nuclear power plant. China, with French utility company EDF, has agreed to invest in the Hinkley nuclear site in Somerset. However, the UK government wants more time to consider whether to allow Chinese companies to develop nuclear power in Britain, as Iolo Ap Dafydd reports.
A new nuclear plant to generate 7% of Britain's electricity is supposed to be built in Western England within a decade. The site, Hinkley Point, already has 2 older nuclear reactors, and Chinese finance and French technology is supposed to complete a third $24 billion power plant next to them. Investors are ready, and EDF, the French state-owned electricity company, agreed to push ahead in late July. But Britain's new Prime Minister, Theresa May, says she needs more time to consider Hinkley's latest power plant, as there are security and financial concerns. China's ambassador to the UK doesn't like the uncertainty. It hasn't been easy for China and the UK to come this far, he said. As long as both sides cherish what has been achieved and continue to expand, our cooperation across the board and bilateral relations will maintain their strong momentum. China plans to build 20 nuclear plants in China by 2030. Beyond investing in Hinkley, it has ambitions to build its own plant in the UK, the very first in the European Union. The British government has already agreed to pay a subsidy for power from Hinkley for 35 years. But since Britain voted to leave the European Union in June, it now has a new leader.
Can't remember the last time that a senior Chinese politician actually made comments of this nature. So clearly the Chinese leadership is very unhappy with the way things seem to be proceeding. Theresa May has to tread a very, very careful path with its relations with China, particularly in a post-Brexit environment, of course.
Britain's former Prime Minister and Chancellor courted China's leader, Xi Jinping, to seal a deal on nuclear and agree on other business opportunities too. Security wasn't a concern last autumn. In the last 5 years, Chinese companies have invested more in the UK than German, French and Italian firms combined. Ambassador Liu also warned the UK government. If Britain's openness is a condition for bilateral cooperation, then mutual trust is the very foundation on which this is built. What was viewed as a golden era between China and the UK a few months ago is now slightly tarnished. The UK government is expected to decide on Hinkley and China's role in September. Iolo Ap Dafydd, TRT World.